lovelies. My name is JK. I welcome you to another lovely episode of the BRR Show. And today I have a wonderful guest, and that is Great Morgan and his dad on the show. Great Morgan had an accident with his family in 2007, and it changed his life forever. His story will shock you. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good to have you on the show.
My pleasure.
Hello, Great.
Good
How
afternoon.
you doing?
Fine.
Fine boy like you. Okay, you know, your story, you sent me a video that I watched, and for hours I was just wondering how a young child had to go through all that and you survived. How was life before the accident? Do you remember?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, right before the accident, it was a young and sweet boy. You know, everyone wants to be around me. My colleagues want to know. So I want to see Great. Mommy, I want to see Great. You know.
They come looking for
Yeah,
you.
they come looking for me, and I have this kind of energy that okay, yeah, everyone wants to see me. Even my teachers, they come to my
Wow.
house when I'm not in school. I'm like, what happened to Great? You know. So my
That
life
was-
was like really interesting.
That was
you
the
know,
kind of
short
child
life,
you
yeah.
were. Vibes on vibes.
Vibe, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But something happened in 2007.
Yeah.
You know, tell us about it.
Well, it was a devastating experience though, and sometimes we are not ready for an emotional or physical pain. Okay, well, I got accident in 2007, September, where on our way coming back home from Ondo State,
Okay.
we went to see my grandpa, so we're coming back home, yeah. So we were at the back of a truck, you get. So my uncle was trying to like overtake the truck, but the truck was trying to overtake my uncle. So my uncle like tried to like calm down for the truck, cause my mom, she's inside a car, she like controls the driver.
Yeah,
like,
how moms
yeah,
always do, like, take it easy, don't
yes.
speed
So
too
my mom
much.
told him, okay, you know what, just calm
Calm
down,
down, let him go.
Yeah, and when we slowed down, him too was slowing down. Do you get? So it was like becoming strange, and you know, so my uncle, okay, let my uncle just pass or something. So this guy too picked up and like, so
At the same moment.
yeah, it was like becoming scary, you know. So my uncle now like, okay, let him slow down, let him go.
Finally.
Yeah, like finally you get. So he made my uncle like slow down for him, and this guy just like you know hit us.
Tilted to the side.
Yes, then he went, then our car like tumbled, you know, scattered.
Just like that.
Our car was rolling like scattered. We were like 6 or 7 in the car. My mom protected my junior brother, and I don't even know. Then what I heard though was that I came out from the car. They met me in the bush.
With the impact.
Yeah, like
So-
yeah, they met me in the bush. And then I couldn't like feel anything because already I was in pain already. So I couldn't know when you're in pain, you could
You
not
can't
feel
tell,
anything. You can't
yeah.
tell. The only thing I was just hearing was my mom crying and seeing her crying, that's all. So I was just hearing my mom like, oh mommy great, like you know.
She kept talking.
Yeah, she kept
and
talking.
crying.
Yeah, and crying. So before I passed out. Then I woke up, I met myself in the hospital. You get me? So they were telling my mom that, the doctor were telling my mom that it's a 50-50 chance your son might survive and you might not survive it, you know. So with time, we did the first operation then. So they could not actually handle the operation because it was very hectic. Yeah,
Complicated.
very complicated. So they transferred me to Lut. So they went
Here in
there.
Lagos.
Yeah, in Lagos. They transferred me to Lut. So from there, they did 1 or 2 operations. I know we are Jehovah's Witnesses and we don't like, collect blood transfusion. Do you
Yes,
understand?
actually. So how did
Yeah.
you guys handle that?
Yeah, well, they gave me some blood boosters, like something like I could
prepare
bring.
you.
Yeah, to prepare me for the operation. So like during the operation, I know nothing. I was conscious of nothing. Yeah. So the doctors were like telling my parents that I was praying to God. Despite the operating on me, I was like, God, I don't want to
They
die.
could hear you praying to God.
Yeah, I said, God, I don't want to die.
Wow.
God, I don't want to die. So I survived the operation.
And God answered your prayers
Yes.
because you're here today, looking sharp.
So I survived the operation. Yeah. Though I was in the hospital for like 2 months, almost 3.
Straight.
Yeah, I was in the hospital for like 2 months. So they're like, the God you are serving is really wonderful.
Really cares about
Yeah.
you.
So I was in the hospital for like 2 months. Though the accident restricted me from many things because I love playing football.
Okay,
You
before
know,
we get to that, let me
Okay.
ask Daddy.
Okay.
Daddy, this is your son. Great is your son. He has your nose. Okay, the accident changed a lot of things.
Yeah.
How did that affect you as his father?
In fact, something I cannot explain. Even when he started his story, tears is all over me.
can imagine. Sorry, sir. So sorry. Thank God he's alive and here today.
Yeah.
And such a handsome man. Regardless what happened,
Yeah.
I think Grace is a handsome man.
Yes. It was a terrible thing. On this fateful day, I was home. They traveled for holidays. And I was expecting them to come
Okay.
back. So, and I was doing some laundry.
At home.
So, I just had a call. So, can I speak to Mr. Morgan? Is that Mr. Morgan? I said, yes, it's Mr. Morgan. He said, your family had an accident. And your family is at this Ijebu, after Ijebu, the Shagam General Hospital. So that's where they were. So I quickly
Left
got
what
into
you
my
were doing.
yes, I got into my car. I drove out. I got to Shagam. So I just saw him lying down on the table. His arm is gone, dangling. The head is off. One of this leg, the tires here, broken.
The bones are broken.
Yeah, broken. Yes, completely. So I just shouted, "Great!" He answered me, said, "Daddy."
He was still talking at the time.
Yes, yes. I said, "My son." So everybody, everybody was panting, going up and down to see what they can do. The
How to
doctors,
save them.
yeah, the life and all that. Out of the whole lot of them, he had the most injury. Yes.
He was most affected.
Yes. So one doctor said, if you want your child to survive, quickly take him out of this place and take him to Lut. That same night, at about 8 at
PM.
night, PM, we just moved to. I just managed him and carefully, just laid him at the back of the seat, and I drove off to Lut. So we got the emergency straight. So they started, but as God will have it, some doctors were after a while, after maybe 2-3 days, 2 doctors came to me and they were asking me, why did we name him Great?
They wanted to know the
Yes.
idea behind the name.
Yeah, said that this boy is a very lucky boy. That this is a very serious accident. So the 3rd day, they took him to ward. So there, they,
Started treating him.
Going through surgeries and all. In fact, they went for, they tested his brain.
All right.
Yes, if his brain is still functioning very well because of the heat. So after I spend money every day.
I was going to get that. How did this affect you financially as a father?
I spend money every day. One drug after the other. One drip after the other. One test after the every day. Loot.
But Daddy, what was the thought of your heart at the time? Seeing the situation, did you know he was going to survive?
It was 50-50 thing. So I had, because I love music.
Okay.
I play Barry White. I play Stevie Wonder. So the moment I'm in my car, I play this music, just to carry me. Yes, kind of. So at a point, I began to pray as well. Prayer is very important.
Prayer works.
Yes. So there was one particular doctor that took interest in him. He said, this boy is not going to take the full treatment here in Nigeria. that we must take him abroad.
Wow.
So
Being that
we
you've
began-
already spent a lot of money.
yeah. So I said, how will I start spending this money taking him abroad? How will I?
Where do I start from? Where will the
do I
money
start
come from?
Yeah, who is going to assist me? Fortunately enough, I happen to be a friend to childhood friend to Bimbo Fashola.
Wow. Oh, okay.
So I was in a party when I met Bimbo. So that's Bimbo. I went, Bimbo, our mom with accident, you know?
Explain to her the
Yeah,
situation
so
on
you
ground.
could give your number to my PA, give your number to my PA. So she started connecting. She did the little she can. And she tried, you understand?
In raising funds.
Yeah. So after then, but the amount of money we actually needed, I know quite well that I can't raise it. So I have to go to the newspaper companies.
Okay.
Vanguard.
Grant interview
Yeah.
and ask for help.
Yes. So immediately the thing went to the papers, and within 1 week, I started receiving calls.
Wow.
Calls, and his picture was there. Calls from left and right everywhere. So from there, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire
Okay, was on then.
was on there.
Okay.
Say they connected me, and they came to the house, took some videos, did a lot of
Captured the
captured
story.
a lot of things, you know. So they asked a lot of questions. So they now give us an appointment to
come on the
appear.
show.
Yeah, to come on the show. So that was how we went. And, when we got there, Adesua
Okay.
was by his side. I was by his side too. So when the program was on, we were going for, I think we were going for about 3 million.
Oh, okay.
So at the end of the day, we were able to raise the 1 million
Okay, he gets to the 1 million stage.
yeah.
Okay.
So along the line, the MTN looked at it that 1 million wouldn't be enough. So MTN gave us another 3 million.
Wow.
With other money
That were coming in.
So I went to India
With him.
with him.
Okay.
Yeah, with about 5.5 million to India.
Naira.
Right, Naira, yeah. That was where the surgery was done. And the MTN said, if we are back, we should come. If they're not satisfied, that it must go back again.
And make sure that they finish.
Yes. So when actually from India, they said he has to come back again because the surgery they did for him, his age,
Oh, okay.
he was underage then.
He was still young, so
Young.
they needed him to grow up a bit
Yeah, a
so
little
he can
bit.
tolerate it.
Yeah, to come back again. So we were expecting MTN, and MTN was actually ready to assist
Again.
So in between, I think they had some issues.
Okay.
So they were unable to come up again. So, and even if up till tomorrow, up today, if I still have money, he must still go back to India.
Okay.
Yes.
To continue the correctional
yes,
surgery.
exactly, because we needed some surgery so that it can blend up.
Okay.
Because Michael Jackson did a lot of things.
Yes, yes.
So and
For
other
you to
people
get to
too.
this point, that means he can do better.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
so,
he can do more.
uh-huh.
Okay, so,
So when we started this program, I was caught up with emotions.
Emotions, I know it's okay, Daddy. It's very okay. So great. You had gone to these various surgeries and they had tried their best. Now you are back to reality and back to your friends. You have to go to school. You have to relate to people. How was it for you? What was the experience like?
Well, it was really hard because for real, no one wants to be around me.
Yeah.
Because I look scary to them.
Yeah.
Sometimes in school I sit alone, like we are like 5 in a seat. but sometimes I sit
They will
alone.
exempt themselves and
Yes.
just leave you
You know,
alone.
my group of friends can be in this place and I'll be here just relaxing. You know, if I go and meet them, they will move. It'll be like,
They may not really tell you, but they'll just
Yeah.
be moving away.
Yeah.
so that thing taught me a lot that let me just keep my space. You know, and I'm very sensitive. When you say something to me like that, I feel
It gets to you.
yeah, and I cried a lot, you know. But you know, my brothers, my mom, my dad will tell me, "Why are you crying? You're very fine." You know, tell me that thing every day. Sometimes my dad just tell me, "Yeah, you're a fine boy."
As
you know,
in,
know,
and
despite-
it's not lying.
and
Though.
yeah,
it's
and
not, it's not
even-
lying.
I've not even done this operation yet because if you see my picture, it was way
Yeah,
worse
you
than
sent
this.
me the video. I saw
so
it.
my dad keep telling me, "You are very fine." You know,
Even in that state, it made you
Yeah.
understand that you are still a fine boy,
yeah,
regardless.
but I wear face cap every time.
Yes.
When I go out, even though in church, I wear face cap.
Because you don't want story and you don't want
Yeah.
them to be staring at you.
I don't like them asking me questions. Sometimes kids will pass and they'll start drawing what's on my face, you know.
Oh, like making
Yeah,
signs. Like,
signs. You know, when I have to play with them, you know. So it really affected me. So it killed my confidence. You know, killed it. Even in school, killed it.
but where are you right now as a person? With all these experiences that you've had.
Well, I've learned how to embrace my scars because I have some group of friends in school. When I got an admission in Laspo Tech before I got to Caleb,
Okay.
so this group of friends, you know, they brought me together. They keep telling me things that, see, life, you have to go on.
They were inspiring
Yeah,
friends.
inspiring me. So, and I go to the internet and ask questions, you know. Okay, who are the people that achieve something even with their disabilities?
What, okay.
Yes, do you understand? And they
You
brought on
see
many-
real life people
real life-
that have gone
yes.
through what you're going through
Yeah.
and how they thrived regardless.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, and that helped you.
Yeah, it helped me a
It's
lot.
helping you.
Yeah, till
Okay.
now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let us go on a short break, and when we come back, we'll keep talking to Greats and Mr. Morgan. Don't go away. Life is not always perfect. Like a road, it has many bends, ups and downs, but therein lies its beauty. The BRR show is the business, relationship, and real life issue show. We will be giving entrepreneurs and business owners the opportunity to learn more about business and be good in their businesses. And of course, we'll be giving tips on relationships and how to manage real life issues on the show. Join us every week on TLIG Africa TV as we bring you amazing episodes. For adverts and sponsorship, please call the numbers on your screen. Thank you. Welcome back from that break. You're still watching the BRR show on TLIG Africa TV. I will bring you real life issues with real people. And we have been talking to Great Morgan that survived an accident that changed his life forever and is an amazing dad on the show. Okay, so great. In all these things, there must have been things that keep you going. That when you see these things, you'll be like, no, I'm not going to give up. Regardless what I've gone through, I'm going to keep pushing and pushing. Tell us about these things.
Okay, well, firstly, when I go to India, I'm using an example.
Okay,
So there's a man when we met at India. He's a Nigerian.
okay.
So he was working here in Nepal, you know.
Nepal,
Yeah. So I think he had an issue
Okay.
that I think something shocked him.
He was on the pole.
He was on a
Okay,
pole.
he was working and got
Yeah.
electrocuted.
Yeah.
Yes. So I think he missed his leg or something. Is it?
The arms.
Yes, right now, the man is in India and he's a successful person.
Wow.
Even married one of the Indian ladies that they can't even speak Igbo very well.
Oh, really?
You understand? So, and I got so many experiences from people that with disabilities,
Yes.
and they keep pushing. Even there's one man I'm following on TikTok. He's a pastor, doesn't have legs.
Okay, I think I know the pastor.
Yeah, he doesn't have legs. This man is married, he has kids.
He has
Yeah.
children.
So what I'm trying to say is that I can't let my scars hold me down because I have scar and I don't relate with
When
people.
you see these
Yeah,
people,
when I see these people, you understand? So I was like, okay, for people with these disabilities that are worse than mine are going this far,
Making these moves, progressing in life.
exactly, having these achievements. So
How much more?
How much
You
more?
that you
Just
can walk.
I can speak. I can do things with my hands. So I just told myself, you know what? All these things and all the negative things, negative vibes, just drop it. I don't care what people say.
you do your thing.
Yeah, I do
And
my
keep
thing.
moving
Even
forward.
there was one lady, mature lady I saw at Ojuelegba. She saw me for like, ew. I was like, you know, I just told my mom, Mom, did you hear that? Say yes. I don't know, Mom, very fashy.
Let's go.
Is
You've
it-
grown beyond that.
yes.
If it was years back, probably that would have gotten to
yeah.
you.
So those are the things I learned from.
Okay.
Yes.
That keeps you
That
going.
keeps me
When you
going.
remember those
Yeah,
people, you'll be like,
yes.
my own is better.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, and way better.
Way better, absolutely.
you know.
Okay, so with all these things that you've gone through, great, and the experiences, the ups and downs, the challenges, the tears, and everything, what are your aspirations and dreams?
Well, I know it might not might not be related here,
Okay.
but I actually want to be a professional footballer.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're holding on to it because you told me
Yeah.
you've always loved to play football.
Football, yes. And I actually want to go into modelings and, you know, because
Yes.
it's a way of telling my story too. Like, let the
Absolutely.
world know, okay, this guy that can't walk, I broke his leg, and now see him playing football or
Okay.
modeling for many modeling agency or
So
something.
you're willing to go and become a professional model,
Yes.
regardless what
Yes.
what your
regardless.
face looks like.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So-
And how do you intend to help those who have gone through what you've gone through? How do you intend to inspire them?
Okay, well, it starts like this. Firstly, you need to take what you have, like anything you're going through, you need to take it like in a neutral way.
Okay.
You know, don't let it hold you down. It doesn't speak, or how will I put it? Just take it as something like it's a part of life.
Yes.
Yeah, just take it like that.
Accept and move
Accept and move on.
And don't let it
understand?
stand in your
Yes,
way.
Yes, it doesn't define you.
True.
Let me just use that word.
on.
Doesn't
No
define
situation can really
you.
define you.
It
if
doesn't
you
stop you
decide-
from achieving what you want to
What you
achieve.
want
Just
to
put your
achieve.
heads there or your mind there and pray.
Pray.
Yeah, because without God, I don't think I'll be here for
True,
real. Without
True.
God, so
True,
just
because
pray.
the doctor said you were praying even as a child. Okay, Daddy, your final words, because Grace has said many things and mentioned how times without number you tell him you're so handsome and everything. What would you as a father tell somebody out there, maybe their child is facing the same situation? How were you able to stand so strong for your son? Because you made him strong.
Yeah.
You are his father. He sees you. You are his father.
Exactly.
You know, if your father can tell you you are strong, you have to believe it.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? Even if someone outside tells you you're this, if you go home and your father says you're not that thing, this is who you are, you would accept it. So what would you say to those people who have children that are facing these kind of situations? How were you able to stand and teach your son how to be strong, and he's here today?
Life experience.
Okay.
You understand? Through what I've gone through in life,
Yeah.
this is what I've gone through in life, and with other people's experience. Your personal experience determines the kind of encouragement you give to
You give.
people
Okay.
or to your children, so that you inspire them that this is life. Life, you go through challenges.
Sure.
So whatever that comes your way, accept it and move on.
And move on. Wow, that is amazing. Thank you, guys. We've come to the end of today's BRRO show. You know, this is TLIG Africa TV. We bring you the best contents in the world. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and, of course, click the notification button so you can get updates on all of our shows, because we give back to back to back to back. Thank you. I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye-bye. Great to say bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.